Hey, what up? How's it going? It's been a long time since I talked to you guys. A long fucking time, actually. Let's see, I've just been working mostly, working and working. And you know all of those videos that I made of, where I was just, you know, getting my grievances out in the world and talking about my life and like, all the people that were in it and I love them and all that. Like, you know how I said that had a relationship with a woman named Sydney, and she, had a miscarriage. That's what she told me. That's what she told me. But it turns out that she probably has a daughter that's mine now. So that really threw me for a turn. Like I did not fucking plan that. But we planned to have the baby together. But I did not plan her not telling me that she had my child. And I just recently found that out, and that really threw my head for a spin because, like, I've been super good to her, I've been super nice to her, and like, it's just the fact that she kept that a secret from me is like it hurts a lot, but like, I can't hold it against her forever. Like, we have the baby now, and that's that. So, like, all the things I said in the past about her being a bad person, a little bit, that's true, yeah, but it's like but like like the miscarriage and that, like she told me she had a miscarriage, but now we have a daughter together. And like the cool thing about that is like like we planned our daughter together. So like if my daughter is watching this in the future or something, just exploring who her crazy daddy is or whatever, like we planned to have you before conception. Like we took our time, and she asked me for a baby, and I said, "Yeah, you can have my baby," and we had a baby together. And like she didn't tell me that she was having the baby now. Like she was pregnant all this whole time, and she didn't tell me until like 5 months into the child's life. And then now here's the dramatic part, and I want to give some advice for baby daddies out there in the world right now because I have three of them. You can learn from me, right? I have three baby mamas, like, and it's like I've learned something from them. Like I'll get to that in a minute, but she told me 5 months after having the child that the child is mine. And what I did right away was like, okay, well, we're gonna get a DNA test. We still got to get a DNA test, but what I did right away was give her money and give her formula. That's like the first thing I did was start trying to take care of my baby. If that's my baby, I have to take care of my baby, right? So it's like that was the first thing I did. But like, here's what she did. Here's what she did. Though it's like I fucking was so nice to her and all that, and like then I asked, "Hey, is that my child? Is that my child? Is that my child?" She wouldn't fucking answer me, so I asked her again, and then like she eventually came to my work, and then she assaulted me. She scratched my fucking eye, and like all of that shit. Did I charge her? No, I did not. I was like at the time. I was at the time. At the fucking time, did I charge? Fuck no. I was like, we don't need the cops. We can deal with this ourselves. But it turns out we can't deal with it ourselves, and we have to involve that legal aspect in order for me to see my daughter in the long run. But like my okay. Anyways, I'll finish my story about my life first, right? It's like so yeah, we have the daughter. She tells me 5 months later, and like what she does is like she comes into my work after I asked her, "Hey, is that my daughter?" She comes to my work. She asks my coworker, "Hey, can you tell Darren to meet me out in the lobby," kind of thing. So I go through the employees only door and I meet her, and she comes out swinging. She comes out swinging at my face, clawing at my face, scratching at my face. Do I hit her back? Fuck no. I'm a real man. I don't hit women. I'm not a fucking pussy. Only pussies hit women, right? So it's like, did I hit her back? Fuck no. Sydney fucking just nailed on me and scratched me. She gave me a fucking big ass gash over my eye. I took it like a champ. And then my boss saw every fucking bit of it. Like, and it's like, did I charge her that day? Fuck no. But like what happened though the next day was she came to my work with our child trying to coerce me into not charging her, which she didn't even have to do in the first place. But it's like she came to my work with our baby, made me hold my baby and everything like that. And was like, basically, don't charge me, right? Basically, is what she was going for, and like everything was going all right. And then we decided to become friends with the kid, and that's when things got out of control. And basically, like she ended up calling the cops on me for no reason. For all I told her was like, we got to go through family court so I can get visitation rights. And then that's when she called the cops on me, and she's like, okay, you gotta contact a lawyer to contact me and all that stuff. And I was like, that was my idea, to go through lawyers so that we, that when she's mad at me, she can't use our baby against me. And that's the advice I want to share with baby daddies today. Like, if your baby mama has full custody of your child, she can use that child as a weapon, unless you go through like the legal freaking ramifications it takes to become, where, like, to the point where you got the legal team, they have your back, and you get to see your child on that specific weekend, and she can't say no. And that's the point, right? Like, if she's mad at me, and it's my weekend to see my baby, then I get to see my weekend no matter what, if she's mad at me or not. And that's the only reason. You gotta go to family court. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, all the baby daddies watching this, if you're a single, if your family breaks up, go to family court. So that way, when she's mad at you, she doesn't use the child as a weapon. Because Sydney already told me hundreds of times, "You'll never see your kid. You'll never see your kid." Like when she got mad, and I was like, okay, well, we got to go through a lawyer then, right? Because, like, I want to integrate myself into my daughter's life, because I haven't been there for the first 5 months, because she never told me she had our daughter. So I haven't been there for the first 5 months, and I need to integrate myself back into my daughter's life, and that's going to take at least a year, right? Like, I'm going to have to, see my daughter for a year, and then after that year of, like, weekends, like, just weekends, right? She'll eventually get to know me to the point where I can have her for the night. And that's good. That's going to take time, and it's going to take a shorter amount of time if I go through the legal processes. Whereas if I didn't go through the legal processes, if I didn't hire a lawyer to go through family court and all that, like, she would never let me have her, right? Like, she already told me that you'll never have her, and that's why I said that we have to go to family court. And then what does she do after that? She contacts the cops and then tells them that, this bunch of bullshit. And then I have no choice but to use what I got against her in terms of the legal ramification. Because here's another piece of advice to baby daddies everywhere. If you're single, like, if your baby mama calls the cops on you once, she is so much more likely to call the cops on you twice. So, I mean, stop the fucking bleeding, right? Like, call the cops on her right fucking back. That's what you gotta do. I'm sorry. Sorry to say. That's what you gotta. If you got something against her, that's what you gotta do, because she's gonna fucking keep calling the cops against you. That's what they do, and that's okay though, right? Like, it's just part of 2020 life. This wasn't happening fucking 600 years ago, right? This is the way it is in 2020. Like, for my advice to everybody watching this who is a baby daddy, if you're broken apart with your family, you got to go through the legal you got to go through the legal system in order to see your baby. That's the smartest and best way to do it. I'm sorry to say, because when she's mad at you, she will say, "Fuck you, you can't see your baby," and stuff like that. She will do that. And I'm sorry to be so blunt and dramatic, and I hate being a bad guy, because I'm a good guy. Like, I'm a good guy. Did I charge her at first? Fuck no. I had to play my fucking cards though. I had to play my cards. She called the cops on me. I have to call the cops on her. It's just that's life. That's in 2020. That's fucking life. Like I'm not messing around. That's our daughter, right? So I gotta do unto others as she has done unto me, and that was her doing unto me, was her calling the cops, and then me doing unto her was being like, "Hey, she fucking assaulted me. What the fuck? You're gonna do something about that?" Because, like, I don't deserve to go to work and be assaulted by somebody that had my baby and like all that. Like, I don't deserve that. Like, I was at work, I was doing my fucking job. She comes to my work, I go meet her, she fucking comes out swinging, assaulting me. Fucking Darius Sydney Tegan Walker fucking assaulting me like crazy, scratching my eye and all that stuff. And then what do? I say, "Don't worry about it, boss," and then I go back to work. And then I thought I wasn't gonna ever have to use it, but I have to use it because it's I'm drawing a line in the sand. You're not gonna bully me around, Sydney. It's just like, Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you and help our baby. I gave you $100 as soon as you told me you had our baby because I'm a fucking man. I love our baby. That's what I love you and I love our baby, so I'm going to fucking take care of my baby if I can. But it's just like the fact that you fucking called the cops on me first is just like, I'm just speaking in the editorial kind of like, you, blah, blah. I'm not speaking to anyone directly or anything like that, but it's like the fact that she called the cops, made like we have to be in the legal system now because of her play. And that's 2020 business. It's business, right? Like, it's just, it fucking sucks, right? That's the political aspect of being a baby daddy. Like, I realize this now. I'm going to have to pretty much take all three of my baby mothers to court to see my babies on the regular. And that's a smart move on my part. That's my play. That's my life. That's my test, right? That's what I got to do. In order to see my three children, I have to take my three baby mamas to court and get visitation rights, integrate myself back into their lives, and then have a place for them to come over and accommodate their needs, right? So I'm just going to keep on working. I'm going to keep on doing my music and poker and like things that like are potentially going to possibly make me money one day. And work, poker, music. But yeah, like baby daddies everywhere. If she calls the cops on you once, protect your ass, okay? Because she'll call the cops on you again. It's like it's that's what it is. It's a power trip. Like I remember like I had this girlfriend, like she called the cops on me once, like for like no reason, right? Like we had an argument, we were just loud and verbal and stuff like that, but like there was no like hitting or abuse, like that kind of stuff, right? But then, like anyway, she called the cops, and then like just like the next time she called the cops for no reason, then the next time she called the cops for no reason, then I dumped her because it was like that was just too much, right? But like I realize now that they get this power trip when they call the cops the first time, right? It's like, oh well, I can totally fuck with this guy's life if I call the cops. So it's like, stop the bleeding if you can. You know what I mean? Like you go through the legal system too. That's what you gotta do. It's a fucking game to them sometimes. You know what I mean? Like that power trip. Like, this is real life. We got one life, right? I'm here to protect my family and I, right? That's what I'm here to do. If I have to fucking protect myself against one of my baby mothers in terms of like protecting my freedom so that I can see my daughter and work to provide for my daughter, like if I have to do that, then I have to do that. And it feels bad. It doesn't feel good to do that. But okay, let me leave you with some piece of advice before I take off here because I gotta get to work, gotta eat some lunch and stuff like that. But yes, to everybody with three baby mamas, here's my advice. To everybody with three baby mamas, make sure that the fourth baby mother is rich.